Okay, so we're going to do a workout here at the beach on a foggy day. I guess there's a boat race back there. There was a couple of boats that you could see. And anyways, we'll just get going. I'm going to start with some squats for a warm-up. I've been working really hard, but I haven't been stretching, so this is my good excuse to get myself moving in all the right ways as opposed to all the work I've been doing on the houses. Now, I know you're jealous of my outfit because it has a big stain in the front and I have paint on the legs. Alternate your knees. You can use the band or not. I'm just giving it little pulls away because I can actually squeeze my shoulder blades back. My shoulders are pretty tight. I was painting, which you could probably tell by the amount of paint that I have on my pants. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Keep the arms overhead. Keep the squats. Oops, same leg. And that actually I didn't stop the squats. So we're going to hold right here and pull out, squeeze the shoulder blades down. Squeeze them back and down. The stomach is tight. As you're standing tall with the knees slightly bent, we pull out and we pause to squeeze those shoulder blades down and out. So you're kind of pulling them apart and then pulling them down. Not shrugging. You're actually pulling those traps away from your ears. Good. Let's bring it down and just loosen that out. Bring those feet up. Yeah, I've been doing so much work that my knees were getting really tight. Oops. The quads have been tight and they were hurting my knees. All right, so I'm in the sand. Maybe you are too. Pull out. So if I slip or fall, just that's not part of the exercise. Kick it out. Again, bands are optional. I just like to do a little more shoulder work, arm work, back work, just to kind of stretch everything and warm it all up. Good. I'm going to TikTok. There's only so many things I can do here on the sand, so we're not going to be doing any crazy jumps or lunges. Well, some jump. I'm probably so stiff I don't even know what I look like. We're going to hold this steady here and take the bands behind. Push the shoulders down and reach it up. So it's not a regular workout. It's kind of a maintenance type workout maybe. Feet it down, drop your shoulder towards the floor, head to the opposite side, back to the center, pull your shoulders back and down, drop the other shoulder to the floor, head to one side. You want to feel it stretch like it's getting longer between your neck and your shoulder. Bring that back up to the top. I'm going to hold on to the bands because it's kind of windy. I don't want them to blow away, not that they would. But I am going to try some alternating front lunges. Okay, so we're going to try any leg and back. So you land on the heel, whether you're in the sand or not, and push off with the heel. Now this is warm up. We're at alternating front lunges to warm up. Somewhere video got cut off because I mentioned the name of someone in the iPhone, if you know what I mean, or something that they thought was a question. Good. Driving off the heels, keep the stomach tight. If you did want to, you could use dumbbells. You can even keep the bands overhead, but I'm thinking of this as warm up. So let's do one leg there, stagger and get a good hip flexor stretch, and push the arms back behind the ears. Push your hips forward. That was actually your head and your ears, so your ears. You're pushing those hips forward, getting that stretch. You should know hip flexor by now, right there. I'm going to go ahead and tilt a little bit towards that front leg, just to try to get a little deeper through the side. It's all connected. And then we'll take it to the center. We're going to straighten both legs, your back flat. Oh, this is tight, yeah. Now we are not reaching forward, we're just bending at the hips and actually pressing ourselves downward. Not reaching, so the arms are just there. And up to the top, and swap those legs. We did the alternating lunges, so we can go automatically into the other leg. Push those hips forward. Stretch back behind your ears. Put your weight on that back leg. This is the time when you can do that. And please don't look closely because I have no makeup on either. I know, that's how much I care. That might not have been right. Okay, we're going to tilt a little towards the front leg, and you're reaching towards the sky and pressing back behind your head or your ear or your ear. And then coming center, we're going to straighten, bend at the hips. So you can even keep your hands here or on your back, because again, you're pressing your chest towards your toe. Getting that good stretch. Then we're going to bring it on up. Take those bands and make them like bracelets. I can cut. Oh, wow, these are different. Oh, they're tight. Bracelets are so easy. There we go. And now I can't do what I wanted to do because I wanted to go behind the back. Well, I guess I could. Okay, you're going to hold it and stretch. I got to get a little more or a little less slack. Here we go. So go behind. Now, if you didn't have the bracelet, or if yours is easier to change, then just start with it behind your back. I'm just going to hold that, lift your chest up to the sky, drop your shoulders down towards the floor, keep that stomach tight, keep your posture good. For some reason, one of the few things I can do is bring my arms down this way and bring it back up this way. But of course, with the bands, it's a lot easier. You have a little leeway there. So a little tilt to the one side, reaching up to the ceiling here. And then back to the other side. Knees are slightly bent, stomach is tight, reaching up. Back to the center. We're going to move those legs. We're going to take the arms, keep them right here. We're going to go alternating with the knees in a turn. So what we're doing is just getting that lower back stretch. You want to keep that upper body one way, almost as if you're going the opposite direction of your lower body. And just get that back loosened up. I know I should be doing some picking stretches too. Good. We'll loosen that up. Take it nice and wide. So like a side lunge position. And you can keep it upright if you want to. I'm going to bend a little bit. Kind of press into my inner thigh. Get some deep stretches. As I'm coming this way, I'm stretching here. Holding this leg steady, just as you would for a side lunge. Or even like a yoga pose. For example, our triangles, which we'll do right now. So one toe towards me, one towards wherever it's pointing. And we'll go down. I'm not going to go too far because I am very tight. Top arm is to the sky, opening it up. Please don't judge this move by me right now because I'm pretty sure I'm not looking good in it. There's just too many tight things, but we give it a try. We're just letting ourselves melt into it, or in my case, grown into it. And we'll come up, and we'll switch that leg, turn the other leg to the other side. I actually like to do this with a stick behind my elbows at the gym because it helps me keep a little straighter. I mean, the band is nice. It's a little bit easier to keep your arms straight. With something in them, I guess. So I'll try to loosen that out. And up. And we'll do it one more time. You could also just use this as a morning stretch, meaning this little routine right here. And we're treating it as a warm-up. Trying to open up. And then a quick one to the other side. So point that toe, turn the other one. These are also ones that are easy to turn into warriors if you want to. Hopefully we got a little looser. And we're coming up. Bring it down. Shoulders are going to roll back and down, away from your ears. Okay, so I am kind of winging it today. So in order to do that, we start with squats, because that gives me time to think. So we've got the heels on the floor, pushing through the quads, keeping it tight through the heels, meaning pushing your heels through the floor and using your butt and glutes. Butt and glutes. Sometimes I say it too fast. Let's just take some alternating knees, with the arms overhead. And again, if I'm wobbly or I'm not going down deep enough, don't judge it by me. Do what you can do, because you might not be on sand and you might not be super tight. You might be too. Good. One more time. All right, so since I don't have any weights, and if you have a weight, you can hold it this way, because we're going to attempt front. I was going to do reverse lunge, but front lunge with a turn or rotation. So shoulders back and down, pick a leg, down, stop, rotate, back center, drive off. Step and stop, down, rotate, center, and off. If you lose your balance, it's okay. You've got to keep that heel pressed into the floor the whole time. Now, usually we do multiple sets. I'm not sure that we're going to do that today. Whoops, because of that. You should be keeping your shoulders and hips in line. In case you're wondering, yes, I think I am on a little bit of an incline again, which is actually good for lunges. A little more glute action. But notice that we're keeping the upper body nice and stiff. So we rotate the whole thing. I'm not using the arms to rotate, okay? You don't want to rotate the arms and not the body. You want to rotate the whole body as one. If you get confused, put your arms here. You'll see it's not a big range of motion. Especially for me on that side. So you've got to keep that lunge with the heel down into the floor, knees are bent. Let's go one more each side. So hold, whoops. I know I cheated, I dug my foot into the sand. Bring it up. We're going to loosen that out. I'm going to do some cardio. So we got 10, that might be ambitious, but 10 jumps. But we'll start with some basketball cardio first. So if you don't want to jump, you can stay right here. Remember, level 2, whoops, is coming up onto the toes or lifting the heels, whichever way you want to say it. All right, level 3 is jumping. It's been a while for me. Now you can jump from here. If you want to make it a real deep squat jump, that's fine too. I know it's number 3, but 4, 6, 8, 9, whoops, 10. Good, loosen that out a little bit. And then we're going to take these off so that we can do some rows. So stand on that band. Oh, I hope I can do this with it. All right. Shoulders back and down. I'm going to cross mine because there's not much tension. I'm going to grab mine low because there's not much tension. Okay. Whoops. And here we go. Shoulders back and down, chest is up. You're going to squeeze those shoulder blades and down. So as you pull the arms up, you're actually pulling the shoulder blades down. Pulling your shoulders away from your ears. So you're pulling this with the shoulder blades, not the hand. Notice I really don't have much of a grip. We want to keep those shoulder blades tight on the way down. You're still pressing the front heel into the floor. So hopefully you can still feel some of your glutes. And really focus on the middle of the back. Let's get 2 more. Stick your chest out as you come up. Bring it down. And then we're going to keep that foot there and go right into a shoulder press. I'm just going to bring my rear foot in a little closer. We can take it here. If your bands are too tight for this, then just do one arm, shorten up the band on one side, make it longer on the other side to make it easier. And I'm actually going to step through because I'm just used to having this on my back foot. There we go. Squeeze the shoulder blades. I like it when it's right out to the side or a little behind, because I really like to work my back at the same time as my shoulders, because it really does help the shoulders get loose and helps them keep more stable. And of course your back is such a large muscle. It gives us a lot more metabolism. So remember, you're pressing up, you're coming slow down, squeezing your shoulder blades, and then back up. So you are doing both shoulders and back at the same time. And yes, of course, you're tightening your stomach, exhaling, squeezing those abs every time you exhale. You're going to take that down. You're going to switch to the legs. Not that we have to, but we're just going to. All right, so we're going to grab it low. Last time we did the parallel. This time we're going to do the wide. So shoulders start backing down. You start with that arch back, and then you bend over at the hips. So we're pulling this towards your armpits. So with this one, your hands face behind you or face you. You still want to drop your shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then come down slowly. Squeeze. The more you stick your chest out, the more of your back you're going to use. The higher you pull it, same thing goes. So don't just get to here, get up a little higher. So come up as far and then a little higher. Not shrugging it, but pulling it through with those shoulder blades. You want to feel the outer back on this one, more across the upper top, more across the top of your back. All right, one more. Wonderful for your life. I said one more, but I didn't mean it. All right, go ahead and stand up. And again, I'm going to step through for the shoulder press because I just like the way it feels when I do it that way. It kind of pulls the arms back a little more than when it's front. And up, down, slowly squeeze those shoulder blades. Now, these are very similar to the muscles that you were just working. So you should be able to feel your back a little better on this one. So squeeze it. And also think of it like a stretch. Because as you come down, you're pulling back. That's kind of why I like the foot behind me, because it helps me to pull back as if you're just stretching out my chest. And if your chest is tight, that's going to give you shoulder problems. So it's going to make your back weak. And a lot of us do have tight chests just because we have too much forward motion. So squeeze the back, stick the chest out to activate more of your back. Good. And let's maybe get a real one now. All right, down it goes. All right, be careful when you step off because you don't want to snap you in the head. We still have tension on there. All right, we have that basketball cardio again. So get started either just a fast squat, the hands going overhead, okay, which is different than the hands staying here. All right, you want to keep them overhead. Don't go all the way down with the hands either. Oops, don't hit yourself in the nose with the bands either. Then you're going to go up on the heels or come on your toes, whichever you want. Whoa! Don't fall over. That was advanced. All right, and then we're going to go, if you want to, 10 jumps. Otherwise, you're going to stay in one of these two positions, okay? Let's go. 1, 2. You can also do prisoner style, which is hands up by your head. Can't really do that with the hands. And maybe 7, 8, 9, 10. Loosen that up. Yeah, I like to get a little plyometrics in just to get that burst of metabolism. It might be, whoops, no, see, you can't do skaters here. No way we're going to be able to do that, so. And band, actually 2 feet. So we get some biceps here. Okay, shoulders back and down, elbows back, pinch your shoulder blades. I know it's a broken record, but it's important. Keep the elbows behind you. Squeeze tight at the top, slow on the way down. Extra slow maybe. If you're used to doing these too fast, it's going to be extra slow. Now, you may have noticed I just moved my thumbs to the other side. That's so that I don't grip too hard. I'm just feeling myself grip too hard. So you can do that too, while the hand falls up and pull your fingers on one side. But your shoulders are still back and down. Elbows are behind you. They're not glued to the side like some people try to do, or I think they taught that years ago, but don't, because then that's going to bring some of your shoulder into play. So keep them relaxed by your side. All right, one more of those. Good. Now we are going to go to one leg. We're going to go right into tricep. I'm going to go ahead and put my hands together, and then I'm going to swing it around. Good. Be behind me and up. And this is actually going to be working more of one side, because I can really feel it pulling on the same side that the band is under the foot. So on the next set, we will be switching feet. See how you feel. You should feel it more on the arm that's with the foot. Sometimes these things don't make sense. But let's get 2 more of those anyway. So just to be on the safe side, well, no, I guess we really can't, can we? Bring it down, keep your arms close. We'll just remember which foot you had it under. I was going to say use the other foot for the biceps, but we can't. Shoulders back and down. Elbows are going to pull back like you're pinching them together. This time, It's a hammer curl, so just let the handles slide. Again, focus on the posture. Stomach is tight. Exhale as you go up. That way you're squeezing your abdominals in at the same time. You are maintaining just that high chest, shoulder blades pinched, your elbows behind you. So it's almost like your upper body is a robot and it's just stuck in that one position. And it's the arms moving just from the elbows, and slow on the way down and tight on the way up. All right, so hopefully you remember what you used for the triceps on the first one, but we're going into the second one. You are responsible for knowing your feet. Last one, we're going to come up and then around. All right, there are other ways to do it. Whoops. There we go. Okay, you ready? I know it's a little weird because it does kind of drag onto the body. It's usually better when you have a door attachment. And I guess I could have told you before that you can do that. You could also just do one arm, and then that way it's not dragging against you because it's that other side that's kind of pulling it. But it takes time, so let's just do with what we got. You should be feeling it by now. So 2 more. And 1 more time. Good. And back down. Keep those elbows close to your side. Good. All right, so now we need to do some sort of cardio, which we know we can't do skaters. And we already did the other ones. You know, the jump. All right, so we'll start here. We'll go side to side. Well, I think for a couple of seconds, there's a couple of different things we can do. Shuffle tap, I don't know, I don't think so. Maybe. But, you're right. I can do the low impact version, which is step, step, and back. I'm going to have so much stand in my shoes from this. Move myself down towards the lower end because down here there's more rock, but there's not as much sand. Now my shoe is full of them. So step, 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 step. Knee, step, step. Knee. Now if you're on a flat surface, you can definitely move this faster than I, or you can even do your shuffle tap. You can also keep your hands up here, make it a little harder if you're doing a low impact version like I am. You can also make it squat, squat, knee, squat, squat, knee. Oh, so many lovely variations, right? And let's bring it on in. You can get a sip of water if you want to. I'm going to try to get the sand to the bottom of my shoes. Right, we're going to go ahead and set up in the reverse lunge position or staggered position. Shoulders are back and down. And we're going to go ahead and take that rear heel up. And you're going to come halfway down, hold, rotate, hold, center, and up. And that's right, do it again. Down, hold. All of your weight is on the front heel. So you're working here on some balance and strength. And up. Very challenging on a windy day in the sand. No, pretty challenging any time of the day, right? So down and hold. Heel presses into the floor, your quad stays tight. Your weight is all on the front leg. Let's get 2 more. Do not shift your weight to the back leg. Whoops. It'll have its turn, which is right now. So when we're doing lunges, I'm digging in because I want to have a little bit of something steady underneath me. Shoulders back and down, stomach tight. But your weight is on that front leg. That's your working leg. So right here. Heel pushes into the floor. Butt is tight, quad is tight, and up. Down and hold. Do not think in your rotation if you're wobbly. Get yourself steady first and then rotate. Because there's nothing worse than rotating when you're not ready. And it also puts you in a position to possibly injure yourself. We don't want that. So even if you just take the lunge down, hold. And don't worry about the rotation. Because that's not the super important part. The lunges. I don't know about you, but I think I'm more flexible on this side. I feel like I'm turning more. One more. Oops. And up. So I like doing workouts for people in different locations. So that's why I've kind of been bummed. I've been here for a while and I haven't really been able to do much. Oh, we do this alternating squat when we're thinking of what we're going to do next. And it's so exciting. I'm not going on the ground because I didn't bring anything. I really don't want to get all sandy. Okay, hold right there. And I really don't know. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the bands down. Hopefully I don't get too much sand on them. We're going to tricep stretch. Because if there gets sand on them and then I take it overhead, some of the granules might go in my eye, which has happened before. Other side. Well, there is one more bit of cardio I want to do because I just thought it might be fun in sand. Relax it down. And actually we don't need the bands for that. And like I said, this is just a quick maintenance workout. So it's not going to be super long every single body part. But one thing I wanted to do was the high knees. The high knee jog, which is this one. Okay, so we're going to do that one. You can be doing this instead. And then the butt kick one, which you can do like this as a hamstring curl. Or the butt kick actually goes like that, almost like a jog. Okay, so it's just faster pace. We're going to swap them back and forth 5 times for 5 each. So again, this could be your high knee. And this could be your butt kick. Just think about trying to kick your butt. Okay, because then I know I need a lot of hamstring stretches and that's what we're going to do. All right, so 5, 5 for 5. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 3, 4, 5. Switch. 3. Whoops. Got to do it. 4, 5. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 4, 3. I don't know. What's after? 1. Good. Yeah, flipping around there was kind of fun. I was just loosening up a little bit. Let the heart rate go down. Still boots behind me. Nope, I guess it's all finished, huh? Sorry for that beautiful view I just gave you. So, we're going to do some extended stretches here. We're going to start with the upper body real quick. Open it up so you're squeezing your shoulder blades, pushing out your chest, dropping your shoulders down to the floor, and then bringing it all the way up, other direction. Hands should be on the diagonal, and then as you start to push back more, drop the shoulders down, they'll come down all the way. Bring it in a little closer into a chair pose. Oh, I know you might think of it as squat, but it's not. So your weight is on your heels, arms are coming up, you're reaching them. You can get them up by the ears, go for it. We're going to stand that up, drop the shoulders, the arms are going to come down. We're going to turn our hands and we're going to push that air out of the way, stick your chest out. We're going to do a swan dive, and as we do that, the knees are bending. I'm going to scoot past the ankles and up and bring it down towards your knees. Pushing those arms back, up, dropping down, rotating, pushing away the air, bending the knees, and all the way down, keeping the knees bent. Swoop past the ankles, up to the top, and pull those arms back behind your head. Tilt to one side, reach it up to the sky. And to the other side, reach it up to the sky. I may have run out of audio from my earbuds. I don't know if something gave me a beep. I don't know what it was. Bringing it down. Clasping the hands behind you. Doing your rooster. Just lifting your arms up behind you. Taking a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, dropping the shoulders down. We're going to bring the hands behind you so they are like this. You don't have to be wiggling the fingers. We're going to pull those elbows back and down. So actually your shoulders go down, chest goes up, elbows go back, stretching out the front of the shoulders. And relaxing again, push it back. On the side, feels so good. We're bring that down. Now, one thing I didn't do in the beginning because number one, I'm super tight, is the quad stretch. And I don't have anything to hold on to. So hold on to something. Don't laugh at me if I fall over. I'm going to start by bending the base leg, trying to keep myself steady by keeping all that weight on this leg. You can see how tight it is on me. Maybe you're not looking, and that's a good thing. When you take that thigh and just move it straight back. For balance, hold on to something so you can focus on the stretch. I don't really have anything. I'm making circles. That's our secret code for I'm falling over and I'm trying to stabilize myself when we're doing classes. All right, other leg, shoulders back and down. Always start with a good posture. Bend that leg, weight on that heel. This is going to take a while. Yeah, that was not pretty. But I'm working on stuff I use too much. But my right side is stronger. Oh gosh, it's so tight. Feels good to this. Oh yeah, pull that hip closer to your butt. I can see that mine looking as close as it could be, and that's the better. And down. Okay, so this next stretch I'm probably going to regret in more ways than one, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to do the glute stretch, which is also the pigeon stretch. So if you can get on the floor and do the pigeon, go for it. Otherwise, you're going to put one ankle on the opposite knee. You can also do the seated, and just press down the knee and go forward. Otherwise, you're going to sit down on it. So you're sitting with your weight on the heel. It's almost like a one-legged chair pose. Arms are coming up. If you want to leave them straight out, that's fine. So you're sitting on it. You're getting the glute, inner thigh, and lower back. Switch sides. Well, that went well. So let's see how this goes. Shoulders back and down. Always start with your posture. Tight. Okay. Here we go. Bending that leg. It feels as good for you as it does for me. Good meaning that I need it tight. I'm not looking at you because I'll fall over. Relax the shoulders back and down. Let's take that deep breath up and really fill your lungs with that beautiful ocean air. Relax it down. One more time. Up and down. So that was just a quickie, just to make sure everything was moving. You're done. If you want to hear what I've been doing, you can stay. Otherwise, I'll see you next workout. So I've been working a lot on the houses. I've been doing painting and sawing and cutting and moving and a lot of cleaning, and very tight. And I know that if I don't stop to do something like this, I'll keep going and going, which I have been for pretty much the last 2 weeks. I've been doing 14-hour days, just go. And it's, paying the price. Everything hurts. I could for a while not even bend down because I was so tight, and rather than stop and stretch like I'm supposed to, I kept going because there's just still more to do, and I only have so much time to get it done in. So I'll thank you now for kind of giving me that push to at least do something so that I can at least maintain something so that when I get home, I'm not going to be a total basket case. So thanks.